Now at 5 o'clock, we're learning more this morning about the man who police say was behind a violent attack at a Tennessee movie theater.
2 people have been hospitalized, one with serious injuries after a crash in Perry County.
And we've got a major traffic impact to pass along to you this morning. Lanes of New Circle Road are set to be shifted tonight as part of that ongoing road widening project in the area.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's Thursday, August 6th. I'm Sean Moody in for Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. That rain surprised you a little bit this morning,
It did. I pulled in. It was all dry. As soon as I got out of the car, it started chasing me across the parking lot to the building. I made it dry, though. How about you?
Well, I was okay, but, you know, it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. And let's get the latest check of that with Micah.
Yeah, I think that's a good call because we're going to be in the next 18 to maybe even 24 hours of actually seeing rain across the region. Remember, it's not one big mass of rain where it just never stops. You'll get on and off, and then you'll get out of the car when it's dry, and then it'll chase you just like Sean Moody did, okay? So that's just the way it's going to go, but it's all day long on and off showers and also some thunderstorms. Heaviest rain over Cynthiana at the moment. Work your way into northern portions of Harrison County. Berry, yeah, you're getting the brunt of it, and work your way up into Williamstown and also Falmouth, seeing the heaviest rain. That's moving north, and it'll get out of our state here in the next hour. Here comes some more rain. In about 15 minutes, you'll see the heaviest rain slide right into downtown Lexington. Out of this batch, there's still plenty more down toward the south and southwest heading our direction. Rain for everybody today. Temperatures are like that because of the rain. It just doesn't allow us to heat up very much. But when do we get rid of this? That's the key. I'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Micah. It was an unusual ending to a police chase in Lexington when a suspect's SUV crashed into a police cruiser. Yeah,
Lexington police say they saw 28-year-old Wesley Brown taking part in a drug deal, so they tried to stop his car. But police say they soon stopped that chase because they say it was just too dangerous. Minutes later, though, police say Brown was trying to hide by driving on a sidewalk cut-through when he hit a police cruiser. Officer Christopher Burlisle was able to help out with the arrest before being taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
New this morning, we're tracking a disturbing case out of Madison County. A woman called the Richmond Register saying she found a trash bag full of dead puppies along Atwood Drive during her morning walk. The Register says they contacted the Richmond Public Works Department that notified a truck to pick up the dead animals. They say they also contacted the Richmond Police Department, and they said they were sending a patrol car to the area.
2 people are recovering from their injuries this morning after a pretty bad crash on Highway 15 in Perry County. Deputies tell us 2 pickups crashed into one another yesterday afternoon. That impact sent one of them into a nearby coal truck on the highway. Both pickup drivers were taken to the hospital in Hazard. Police say one driver was seriously hurt. The crash is still under investigation, and authorities have not released the names of those victims.
Authorities are learning more about the man who stormed a Tennessee movie theater Wednesday armed with a pellet gun and a hatchet. The shooting comes just a week after a gunman opened fire at a movie theater in Lafayette, Louisiana, killing 2 people. Brian Webb has the latest.
Vincente David Montano had been arrested once more than a decade ago before his attack on moviegoers in Antioch.
This individual had an arrest in Murfreesboro in 2004 for assault and resisting arrest.
Officials say the 29-year-old had a history of significant psychiatric issues for which he was committed 4 times. In a missing persons report filed just 3 days ago, Montano's mother told police her son was a diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. On Wednesday, Montano turned up here during an afternoon showing of the film Mad Max Fury Road, armed with a pellet gun and hatchet. Police also say Montano had on a surgical mask, possibly to protect himself from pepper spray that he blasted at people inside the theater, before he was confronted outside and then shot and killed by a SWAT team. Authorities later detonated one of the backpacks he was carrying.
There were items in there that we think were made to resemble a hoax device. However, after detonating it, it turned out not to be harmful.
This man sustained a hatchet wound in the attack. He thanked police for their quick response.
That kind of gives me a little bit more faith in humanity again.
So far, police do not have a motive for the attack. Brian Webb for CBS News.
Well, responders originally thought the pellet gun the suspect carried was an actual pistol because of its strong resemblance to a semi-automatic pistol.
The fate of a now controversial statue in the Kentucky Capitol Rotunda has been decided. The State Historic Properties Advisory Commission voted 7-2 to keep the statue of Kentucky native Jefferson Davis where it's been for decades. But the commission says an educational component will be added to that statue to help visitors learn about the Civil War and how it divided many Kentucky families. Both candidates for governor had called for the statue to be removed, and the NAACP says it will continue to fight to get rid of it.
Well, a Kentucky county clerk who was sued for not issuing marriage licenses following the legalization of same-sex marriage has now filed a lawsuit of her own. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is suing Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear, claiming he violated her religious freedom by telling all county clerks to issue marriage licenses or resign. In a statement, the governor's office said he has no legal authority over county clerks and that they are elected officials who answer to the court system. Weeks ago, the ACLU filed a lawsuit against Davis on behalf of 4 Rowan County couples. A federal judge is supposed to rule on that case next week.
The man who's known for creating Kentucky Fried Chicken has been honored with a brand new statue. A life-size bronze statue of the late Colonel Harland Sanders was unveiled last night in Sanders Park in Corbin. His first restaurant opened in Corbin more than 70 years ago, and Sanders family members say this is a fitting tribute.
I think it's meant a lot to me to be able to see the unveiling of the statue and what a good job they've done on it. I mean, it looks really good. I mean, it actually looks like it.
Louisville artist Raymond Graff created that statue and installed it. It was unveiled to kick off festivities for the Nibrock Festival in Corbin.
We have a major traffic alert to pass along. Starting tonight, lanes of New Circle Road will be shifted. It's part of an ongoing widening project between Leestown and Versailles Roads. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain live from the area with more. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Sean and Rebecca. Yeah, there's a traffic alert to let everyone know about. It's taking place today on New Circle Road. Now, behind me, you can see the inner loop of New Circle Road. The traffic alert is in effect. It begins slightly past Leestown Road and extends to Versailles Road. The change goes into effect tonight at 7 o'clock. Both lanes of the inner loop will be shifted left toward the median. So the work will be shifting inner loop traffic to middle lanes as they begin working on widening inner loop bridges. Police will be on the scene to assist with traffic. Now remember, the speed limit in that area will remain at 45 miles an hour. All of this is part of the widening and reconstruction project from Versailles Road to Leestown Road. Now, please watch for stop traffic. Police are asking that you watch for that traffic. You know, with this rain and the construction, it could make for a dangerous roadway, so please be careful. Once again, that begins tonight at 7 o'clock on New Circle Road. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Thanks, Michelle. One of those things is just kind of a headache while it's going on, but you hope it really pays off once it's all over with.
And good advice to be careful, especially with the rain over there. So Whole Foods is known for its latest health trends, and it's backpedaling now after it released a rather odd infused water. We'll tell you why the company says it's asparagus water. It was a mistake in just 5 minutes.
And Keurig coffee pot makers are planning for major layoffs. We'll tell you why coming up in your consumer news.
Well, we have a lot of rain out and about early this morning, and we're going to just continue to funnel in that rain one after another. We'll get into that flash flood watch and show you all about that coming up next.